Lots of people think they can speak English well, but the English that native speakers use every day is totally different from the English that you learn in the textbook. That's why in today's video, I want to test you, and I want to see how well you can understand real life, real world English. I'm going to give you 10 sentences, and in each of the sentences, there will be a phrase or a word that is very natural. It's something that native speakers use every single day. And I want to see if you can understand the meaning of each of these sentences. Ready? Let's get into the test. Look at this sentence. I was gonna call you, but I got caught up with work. To get caught up with something is a confusing verb. It's a phrasal verb. And in this context, it means you got too busy with work. This is confusing because to get caught up with something can also mean you finish it. But in this case, it means to get busy. For example, you could say, I wanted to call you, but I got too busy. I was going to call you, but I got caught up with work. Look at this sentence. It's not that I don't like it, it's just that I wouldn't choose it. It's not that I don't like it, it's just that I wouldn't choose it. It's not that means it doesn't mean that. So it's not that I don't like it means I don't hate it, but it's not my first choice. You could also say, I don't dislike it, or it's okay. And look at this sentence. What does this sentence mean? I didn't realize how tired I was until I sat down. I didn't realize how tired I was until I sat down. This means I noticed I was tired only after I sat down. I didn't notice how tired I was until I sat down, only after I sat down. When I sat down, I realized I was very, very tired. I didn't feel tired before I sat down. I only felt tired after I sat down. We're 3 questions into the test. Let me know in the comments how you're doing. Have you gotten all 3 right? What have you found difficult so far? What have you found easy? Let me know in the comments. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to English at the Ready here on YouTube if you want to improve your English. Now on to the 4th sentence. I'll get back to you once I've had a chance to look into it. I'll get back to you once I've had a chance to look into it. This simply means I will reply after I check it. If you look into something, you check it. You investigate. And I'll get back to you means you will reply. To get back to someone means to reply. I'll get back to you once I've had a chance to look into it. Sentence number 5. We're halfway through the test. He's been meaning to improve his English, but life keeps getting in the way. If you have been meaning to do something, it means you want to do it. You have intended to do it. But life keeps getting in the way means life, maybe work, maybe school, something in your life prevents you from completing the action, from doing it. So you've wanted to improve your English, you've been meaning to improve your English, but life has been getting in the way. Life keeps getting in the way. You have work, you have school. Life has prevented you from improving your English. You don't have any time. Something always stops you. All right, now on to sentence number 6. Look at this sentence. I'd rather wait and be sure than rush and regret it. I'd rather wait and be sure than rush and regret it. I'd rather or I would rather means I would prefer. I prefer to wait. I don't want to be rushed. I don't want to make a quick decision. I need to think about it. I would rather, I prefer to wait. I'd rather is so common. I use it all the time. Native speakers use this construction all the time. I'd rather means I prefer. Question 7. It turns out we were worrying about the wrong thing. It turns out we were worrying about the wrong thing. It turns out means in the end. In the end, we were worrying about the wrong thing. The problem was different than we thought, or we were worrying for a different reason. It turns out we were worrying about the wrong thing. Let me know how you're doing in the comments. How many of these sentences have you understood? How many of these phrases and words did you already know? Let me know in the comments. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe to English at the Ready here on YouTube to improve your English. On to question number 8. We're almost at the end of the test. Look at this sentence. I'm not used to speaking English this much every day. I'm not used to speaking English this much every day. When you are used to something, it means you are accustomed to doing it. You do it often. It's normal for you. You are used to doing it. So I'm not used to speaking English this much every day means you don't often speak English. It's not normal for you. You're not used to it. Sentence number 9. Had I known earlier, I would have handled it differently. Had I known earlier means if I knew earlier, I would have handled it differently. I would have done things differently. Would have handled it differently. I wouldn't have done what I did. I would have done something different. Had I known earlier, if I knew earlier. This is a more advanced construction. Had I known. And last but not least, sentence number 10, the last sentence on our list. By the time we arrived, everyone had already left. By the time we arrived, everyone had already left. This simply means we arrived too late. By the time we arrived, before we arrived actually, everyone had already left. We arrived too late. In this case, by the time means before the time. If you say, I will let you know by tomorrow, it means I will let you know before tomorrow. By the time we arrived, everyone had already left. That brings us to the end of today's quiz. Let me know in the comments, how did you do? How many did you get right? How many words, how many phrases, how many sentences did you understand? If you want to study English with me and my team of native English speakers, you can click the link in the description below to apply for our online programs. We have several options available, including group classes, private classes, recorded classes, and so much more. So click the link in the description below if learning English is a priority for you this year. And of course, leave a like, subscribe to English at the Ready if you found this video useful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.